Welcome back to the Oreo double stack that is the scene. Season 5 coming at you. We got a great show lined up.
Did he?
Hey, Christy sat down with Michelle Peck from Big Brothers and Big Sisters. We also got the group AM. Charles and I did a little interview with them. They sang their latest hit song. That's coming at you too. But first, let's just kind of catch up where have y'all been?
Where have you been?
I've been here the whole time waiting to do a show. Christy, where you been?
Oh, you know, I've been in Lynchburg. It's happening down there.
Is that right?
It's happening. It's busy.
You got things
Lynchburg's
going?
a town. Right, it is. It's a metropolis of fun. What have you been up to, Shauna?
Wow, well, let's see. I helped you with a project
Yes, you
recently
did.
where she ran my little patootie off,
Well-
bringing drinks to people to earn, what, money?
$500 for the Parents as Teachers program, and we had a contest. $20 went to the person who got the most tips. Guess who got over $100 in tips? She kicked our butts.
Wow.
Yeah, by far. I think I was in second place with $70. It was embarrassing.
There you go.
Shauna's an amazing waitress if you ever need a second career.
I tell you what, there's nothing like being known as the best waitress in town. You know, that's just, I'm so honored.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Hey,
Thank you
somebody's
for
got to do
helping.
that. That's hard work, right?
It's hard work.
You get blamed for everything.
Yeah.
If the food's bad, waitress gets blamed.
That's right.
So yeah, that's pretty hard.
And
It was
it
very
can be
difficult.
lucrative. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
it just depends on where
2
you're
hours
working
worth
at.
of work, over
Yeah.
$100 in tips.
2 hours? Are you kidding me?
Was it 3?
Recalculate, girlfriend.
Where
It was
wa-
a little bit longer than that, but
Oh.
it was for a good cause and
was
I
3.5.
enjoyed it and I had fun.
Thank you.
So what have you been up to, Charles?
Same as usual.
Which
selling
is
homes.
selling homes.
Even in Lynchburg.
Oh, wait, that's Lynchburg, right? Isn't it?
Lynchburg.
It's
Thank
Borg.
you, yes.
Lynchburg. I used to work at a radio station. I got corrected on that.
Yeah, if you want to sell some
Yeah.
more houses, get it right.
Yeah, that might help.
KQNS Lynchburg, Salina
Yeah.
Well,
is
maybe
Star
one of my
95.
associates will go and sell it the next time.
There you go.
Your associates.
You have associates now.
Wow.
You moved up so much, you got associates.
That's
Sounds
team.
like, yeah, it's a team thing, a whole
a team.
concept.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, well, you know, when you get your team together, then you can just be the boss.
Well, not the boss, the team leader.
Oh.
Is that what we're calling it now?
What have you been up to, Jeff?
You know me. I do the same thing. I wake up, I comb my hair, wash it. I go to work, I drink beer, I go back to sleep. That's it.
Wow.
Every year, just like the last.
That's a full day.
2001
Full day.
to 2016. Just keep pressing on, making things great.
Well, how are you going to vote in this Better Salina? Vote yes for a Better Salina.
Yeah,
Are you
vote yes
voting
for a
or
better
no?
Salina. What's wrong with Salina now?
Every
Well,
town
What's wrong
needs
with Salina now?
progress.
There is something wrong.
Okay, well, help me out. Help me
well,
out.
we discussed it in one of our previous shows that why don't the young people want to stay here? That's a problem within itself. I know as soon as my kids graduated high school, it was out of here.
I did the same. I'm sure you did too.
You came back.
I did. There's a magnet. There's a big magnet on your head. That's why I don't know why these people want to leave. There's an X on your head when you're from Salina. You leave and it keeps drawing you back. I have left and come back 3 times.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we need more businesses. We need more
Well,
jobs.
we just
What does this
we
yes
need
vote
more-
do?
We just need more of more here.
More
I
of
mean-
more.
I mean, we don't have. There's a lot of stuff we don't have. I mean, you can look and see.
We got an
Where's-
Olive Garden. What do you want?
Well, where's these like the dinner supper club where the music's playing? Do we
Yeah.
have that, those kind of things?
Some entertainment, some nightlife.
Right.
Something to do after I put in my hard 40 hours a week. I need somewhere to go.
Like a power and light district. Is that what we need?
Oh,
Or is that a bit much?
I think it's maybe a little over the top for our town. I mean, I could see that kind of a vibe, but maybe on a little bit lower
Sure,
scale.
smaller scale?
Yeah.
Cheaper scale?
Cheaper scale, more relaxed, more laid back scale, I guess. I
Like
don't know.
we don't even have a comedy club here. I mean, whether it's
We're funny.
and I
we need
mean,
a comedy club
I mean,
for.
like both ways. Me being a Christian comedy or just a regular comedy club, and they have meals. I mean, there's nothing here. Even my mom, she took off for a while. She stayed with me. She says, at least I can go somewhere where there's some more activities. There's nothing here to do.
Some happenings downtown.
There's
Instead of
nothing.
going downtown and you're walking downtown all by yourself like it's your town, my hometown. Isn't that a John Cougar Mellencamp
Don't
song?
sing.
Okay,
No,
good.
please.
You can have the whole town, but just people, a hustle and bustle, some jazz clubs, or maybe some guy out there
But I don't
playing.
think that's what that
Is that
vote-
in it? That's
I
not.
don't
That
think
has nothing to
vote
do with
yes is in. That's not it.
No.
But there's some cleaning up too, right? Now they're gonna clean up the Smoky.
But I
Hill
think
River.
that comes. And I'm not for sure, but I think that comes later.
That's like year 15. 'Cause
I'm
this is a
thinking
20-year
that-
plan.
20-year plan.
20-year
Yeah.
plan, right?
So we get this tax
And
thing
get the
going.
field house.
Okay, we
And
get the
field
field house
house.
because some money's going to go to that.
Right.
And then the leftover cash goes to what? Beautifying the river and or
They
cleaning
get
up the
some.
river.
Clean up
And,
the river.
and then what else? What else is it going to go towards?
Well, I'm not exactly sure. I think some of it's going to go to the streets and all of those other little things. That
Right, got maintenance of roads and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
And we do need that.
We
So,
do.
I don't know. I guess it's the way they tie everything together. I mean, I'm not ashamed to say I really want to vote yes, but I can't.
Get up. Why can't you
why
vote
can't
yes?
you?
I don't like the increase.
Is it too much?
What's your mama gonna do?
Right.
Yeah.
What about your Christian comedy club? You were just saying like 2
Yeah.
minutes
What
ago.
about your jazz nightclub?
I think that we need to let some people come in and maybe give them some money to make those businesses.
Oh, some private
flourish.
investors and things first.
Yeah.
Instead of taxing
More
the poor
than
people of Salina.
taxing people. That's the way I kind of see
Well,
it.
God, I wish I would have talked to you before I sent my ballot in. I voted yes.
Good for you.
I did. Well, I mean, I sit around and complain about there's nothing to do. So I was like, well, yeah, I saw the little pamphlet. I flipped through it.
Yeah.
I was at work. I didn't really have a whole lot of time. And I was like, yes.
Well, your yes vote's been canceled out.
Canceled by Charles.
You really
All
think
right.
it would be that much more expensive? Okay, whenever you're going to do something like that, isn't it better to do it on a sales tax type of a situation?
I'm
Because then
saying-
you get everybody who comes in and spends money in Salina,
And you get
everybody gets a little
here,
bit,
you get them
contribute.
too.
Right.
Okay, but what is it?
I mean,
You know,
what have we done?
A cup
with-
of
I
coffee,
mean,
a
I had
hamburger at
I
McDonald's.
had we had a lady come into the real estate world, and she told us her husband actually donated a bunch of money to the river. And I don't want to go into the technical aspects of the whole thing.
like millions of
And-
dollars.
And she said, she got in the front and she said, that money paid for your salary, but it didn't do anything for the river. And what we got these taxes right now on us. What are they doing?
But if it's a community-wide vote, then the community will hold somebody accountable for
Right.
changes. Don't you think?
There has to be accountability. Whenever you have a private investor, what he's scratching his head.
No, I ain't saying nothing. I'm just
Whenever
listening.
you have a private investor, okay, they can do whatever they want with that money because they're the ones that invested it. There's no accountability there. They don't really have to speak to anybody about the money that
Right.
they invested
Right.
because they can do whatever they want with that.
That's
But when
right.
you put it into a budget and you have it earmarked for certain things that are going to happen, if those things don't happen, then I would think there'd be some type of a,
What?
you know,
You just don't get
Ramification.
elected next year or in
Well-
4 years.
okay, but does that change how the budget is and how the taxes are allocated?
Don't our commissioners decide where they go? Don't they decide that budget?
But doesn't that money that is collected from this tax, isn't that already earmarked for those things? You
It
know, you can't-
supposedly is earmarked for those things.
Ooh, he said
But
supposedly.
if say the bridge on Ohio, just all of a sudden we need money for that. So where do we get that money?
Well,
He's
there
not
should-
changing
there-
my mind.
There
Look,
should be
budget-
budget.
a
There should
budget
be
is only-
something
a
budgeted
budget-
for
a budget-
catastrophic situations as well.
The whole thing of a budget is like a temporary earmark. That doesn't mean that's how the money goes. Any budget is what you, even when we budget at home, we're going to spend this much for groceries, this much for electric, this much for water. But if the water's more, then we spend more on the water. If the electric's more, we spend more on the electric, and we only have what's left for the food.
Well, Charles has given me a lot to think about. Let's go ahead and table this discussion for now while I run to my mailbox and get my ballot back. And vote no. Y'all stay tuned. The Scene. We'll be right back as soon as I come back from my house.
Hey, Salina, I am here at Big Brothers Big Sisters with the CEO, Michelle Peck. She's going to tell us about all the upcoming and exciting new things that Big Brothers and Big Sisters are going to be doing for this summer. Hey, Michelle.
Hey, thanks for coming out, Christy.
I'm so glad you're here.
Yes, me too. I'm glad you're here in our office.
So tell us about some donation centers. Tell us about upcoming events. What do you got going on?
All right, well, we just wrapped up the Glow Run with over 1,000 people over here in Oakdale Park. Big Brothers Big Sisters, we raised almost $15,000 for the agency, so it was amazing. But one of the things we wanted to talk about today is the new donation center. Just a couple buildings down on 415 East Prescott, we have our donation center in which individuals in the community can donate clothes, shoes, books, anything that will fit in a bag or a box to the donation center.
Fantastic.
And then we take those items, we partner with a company out of Kansas City, we ship them off, and they send us a check based on the weight of these items.
That's awesome. So does that keep the money local then?
It does. All the money stays here in Salina. We don't have to dig through old clothes and things with bed bugs possibly. We just ship it off. We get a check for, based on the weight, we get about 30 cents a pound. So each month, we've been doing it since January, we've had anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000 of donated money. So
That is fantastic.
Yes.
And are the bins filling up fast?
they are filling up fast. We have a purple bin at the donation center at 415 East Prescott. We have another one right behind Starbucks in the Central Mall.
Oh, fantastic. So tell me about the Glow Run. Tell me about the upcoming Frosty 5K.
Okay, so Salina, we are the only one in town that has a 5K series, or it's where you run one race in the fall and one race in the spring. So we just finished up the Glow Run. We had 1,000 people and they all received half of a medal.
Nice.
And so the only way they can get the other half of the medal is if they run the Frosty Fun Run in November. So we're really hoping that a lot of people will come out again and run that Frosty Fun Run and we can raise some more money here in town.
That is so awesome, Michelle. So tell me, are you still looking for Big Brothers and Big Sisters to help the littles?
Always. We're serving about 600 families here in Saline County. We have 80 on our waiting list right now.
80 kids without a big?
80 kids without a big. And you know what? It's really an hour a week. Looking to take them to watch a ball game, have them come over to the house, teach them how to mow the yard, bake some cookies, an hour a week. We all have an hour a week.
Yes, we do. And it is such a wonderful program for our community to help the children of Saline County.
Yes, and we have so many that are graduating from high school this year. This is kind of graduation season, and so we have so many that are finally graduating from high school and going on to college. The program works, and we've been here for over 50 years, and we're going to stay.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Michelle Peck. Thanks for what you do for Salina and Saline County and for all the kids in our community.
Oh, hey, we've got a great team, and we've got a bunch of amazing volunteers that make this place run.
Fantastic. So get out there, find that donation center, and sign up for the Frosty 5K to win your other half of your medal.
All right, so the name of the group AM, how did that come about?
Staying up too late into the AM.
Is like staying up recording, staying up partying, what video gaming, what are we doing?
Recording and just hanging out, really.
Oh, when I first saw you, I knew I had to have that gorgeous body. Lay it on me, lady, love me right, okay.
I mean, you guys got a unique sound going on. Is there somebody that you look to for inspiration?
I mean, not specifically. I just try to take from all the music I listen to. That way, it does create something unique.
So Caleb, who do you listen to? Who do you listen to when you're cooling out?
Listening, like, band-wise?
Yeah.
I don't know. I really like Blink-182 a lot, and, you know, Red Hot Chili Peppers. Just depends what kind of mood I'm in, you know. Maybe Pink Floyd, you know, just depends on the day.
Pink Floyd, he's going way back, right? Breaking the Wall, is that it?
Yeah, that's a really good album. Right.
So you guys are going to be at the Riverfest. Looking forward to that, I hear. Okay, and so we had a little acoustic feel going with the song that we heard earlier. Do you guys have like more in the band, or who's coming to the Riverfest, or what do you got going with that?
We got a couple other people in the band. We have Easton Hertig and Lewis McGee, drums and keys. So it's pretty cool. They should be playing with us at Riverfest too. So it'll be nice.
How do you guys come up with your music? Like, you know, it just hits you, or where does it come from?
It's different. Everybody has like contributes their own ideas and like their own like songs, basically. Like just the other night, I think it was last night maybe, he just sent me this little like minute-long song that he wrote, and that's just something that next time we get together and write, we're just gonna take that and start building off of it and see what each person in the band has to like put into it and see what they can do to make it their own style.
All right, so the big question. After you make it big and you're millionaires, what are you going to do with that first $1 million?
I'm gonna buy my mom a house.
I like that. I like that. What about you?
I don't know. I'm gonna build a studio.
Okay. And
Oh, man. I'll just buy a lot of bases. I don't know what to do with that much money. I'll be like, oh, I can eat something other than ramen? What is this? Like, I don't know what to do.
And so in case if you're thinking, hey, I've seen these guys before, you're a part of a group before Forget About Tomorrow, right? And then, so tell us a little bit about what happened as that kind of went away and you guys kind of happen here, if you can.
After Forget About Tomorrow broke up, me and Ethan moved into a house together, and he was doing solo work at the time. As soon as like Forget About Tomorrow broke up, he went on his own, did some solo work, and I expressed a huge interest in what he was doing. I love everything he writes. So eventually we just started getting more performers together, and then we wanted to turn into a band with everybody that was like, you know, dedicated to making a band.
And then you pick this guy up off the side of the road too, right?
Yeah, I got a Snapchat like a Thursday night, and they're like, hey, we have a gig tomorrow at night. And I had to work the next day, so we actually played at my place of work. Like, I had to work, learn the songs that day by ear, and then we went and played the gig that night.
AM, check him out. Oh, wait, you guys got a Facebook, right? Where can we check out Facebook or Snapchat or anything?
Period, M period. So just AM with acronyms, and just do it in the search bar on Facebook. We should pop up.
All right, check him out, guys.
Cannot get your pretty face out of my mind. I'll take you home tonight. Starting to feel like I'm living in hell. The people that used to be, they don't treat us so well. So we light another candle just to cover up the smell. Then we roll another. Hey, I'm at a place, man, basically living in a basement. I hate it, don't mean to be complacent. I need a saving grace. Yeah, so what if I'm jaded? Maybe I won't be when I make it. It feels like I'll never know, and I can't help myself. No, it feels like I'll never know, and I can't help myself. No, don't be sorry, I don't need your sympathy, and I don't want it. I messed up and let this get to me. I'm not running, what can I lose if I got nothing? I'm after something I used to dream of, and I feel it coming. Everybody talks about the grind like they working it out. Gotta love where I'm at, so we work in the house. Everybody showing love now, so we're staying around. High hopes with our heads down. Feels like I'll never know, and I can't help myself. No, it feels like I'll never know, and I can't help myself.
Hey, thank you for being with us one more time. Another great show, right?
Yeah.
I know I had a good time.
Always.
Did you get that ballot out of your mailbox?
I got that ballot out of my mailbox. Thank you, Charles. I ran that thing down, got that information back. Speaking of information, Christy, give them some more.
Check us out on Facebook, /The Scene of Saline.
And how about some ideas in our email inbox, thescene@salinatv.org. We want to hear about your ideas for shows, feedback, how we're doing.
Hot topics.
Excellent. Anything you want to send in, we would love to hear from you.
Please.
And I voted yes.
Oh!
I'm intrigued. I totally just got tricked.
In your face.
This is like a punk, right? What is this?
I love it.
Good for you, Charles. We'll see you next time on The Scene. And how about emails at thesceneofsaline@Salina.
Check us out at Facebook, /.
Backsplash.
Check us out on Facebook, /.
And we still want to hear from you at our email address at thesceneofsaline.org. That's what you have.
And SalinaTV.org.
We're gonna start this all over.